All right, so let's talk about when you connect with a customer when they first come on the show floor, when they first come over to your booth. What do you guys think the most important thing is at the moment that you first make a connection with a customer? What should you do above all else? Smile. All right. What does smiling do? What's the purpose of smiling? Sorry? Welcome them. Yeah? Anything else? All right, I'll hand you this one. The most important thing that you can do above all else on a show floor is establish trust. If you establish trust and they like you and they trust you and they want to do business with you, you can take them anywhere. If you cannot establish trust, don't bother talking to them because they will never buy anything from you. So how do you establish trust? Let's talk about that. We're going to talk about the subtext of the first impression and little things you guys can do that you probably already know that are so simple but makes such a big difference in somebody's first impression and whether or not you can establish trust. It has nothing to do with any of the words coming out of your mouth. So to say this, meaning to create this sort of subtext message, if you want to say to somebody, I'm eager to help you, where do you put yourself in the booth?
Out here.
Out on the aisle? That's right. Now you have to be a little careful about this because if we have 10 ABBYY staffers standing along the aisle, it creates a fortress and you actually look like a barrier, all right? So I don't want everybody lined up, like waiting like this, all right? But if you have nothing to do and you want to just, you know, step out, maybe not right in the aisle, but maybe just about here, just let people know I'm available, right? I'm ready to help you. All right. How do you say to somebody that you won't get ganged up on? To communicate that message, do you stand by yourself or do you stand in a group? By yourself. What happens, imagine you're an attendee and you walk over to a booth and you see 3 staffers standing together right about here, facing each other, talking. Would you want to intrude on that group? Wouldn't want to interrupt them? For me, it brings me right back to high school. Right? I know, it's sad, isn't it? All right. How do you communicate to somebody, I'm feeling energetic right now? Do you lean on something or do you stand free? Free. Yeah, you guys are wicked smart. You know all this stuff already. How do you communicate to somebody, I'm capable, I am physically capable of helping you? What would your general appearance look like? Crisp, right? That's a good word for it, actually. Right? Well-dressed, hair groomed, men, shaved. Well, I don't know what women do, but whatever you do it. Right? What would you make of somebody if you walked in the booth and their shirt was untucked and their hair was disheveled and their glasses were skewed and they were drooling? Would you think that person is capable of helping you? All right, this is for you, Teen, I'm not kidding. All right, how do you communicate to somebody, it's okay to approach me? Do you have an open posture or closed posture? First of all, what's a closed posture? Show me an example of closed posture, that's right. What does a closed posture communicate to somebody when you stand like this?
Don't bother me.
Don't bother me. What's an open posture? Show me an open posture. Not that open, Joe. How do you do an open posture with your clothes on? All right, an open posture, there are lots of variations, but basically it makes the front of your body open. So your arms are not in front of you like this, they're not in front of you like this. You know what this communicates to somebody, whether they realize it or not? You're guarding your vital organs. Seriously, that's what that means. So your hands are here, your hands are here, your hands are here, your hands are there, whatever. As long as you are physically open, you're presenting sort of an open front to them. All right, how do you say to somebody, I want you to know who I am? Where does your badge go? Right on your forehead, that's right. It looks like we're playing a drinking game if we do that, Joe. That's right. Now this is a personal thing, and Gwen, you can disagree with me if you want. I personally hate lanyards, and the reason I hate lanyards is they spend half their life with the badge facing the wrong way. The second reason I hate lanyards is that they put your name here, which means if somebody wants to read your name, they have to look in this area right here. Ladies, I want you to think about this. Do you want all the men visiting the booth to be looking right here to find out what your name is? You want eyes here, right? So the other thing I don't like about lanyards is that you're advertising for Kodak more than you're advertising for ABBYY. So here's what I suggest instead. Take the lanyard away, take the clip and put it here. Here's why. When you meet somebody and you introduce them, you introduce yourselves, the very first thing you do is what? Shake their hand. When you shake somebody's hand, where does your eye go? Sorry, my hand is so cold. Your eye goes just about there. So you want to put your badge where their eye is going naturally during the handshake, and the closer that your badge is to your face, the more likely they are to remember your name, because when they look at your face in their field of vision, they can also see your badge at the same time. So I strongly encourage you guys, ditch the lanyards, don't advertise for Kodak, put your badges here and make them visible to everyone all the time in every circumstance. Unless you disagree. Okay. How do you tell somebody you won't compete for my attention when I'm talking to you? Do you have food in your hand? Do you have a drink in your hand besides water? Do you have a phone in your hand? Nothing. You want to show somebody, I am all here for you, I got no distractions. How do you show somebody that you're eager to talk with them? What do you do with your face? Smile. What do you do with your eyes? It's so simple. Of course you guys know this already. That's great.